Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon. As always, I am your podcast host, Chloe, and we are continuing our issue 11 contributor chat series here today on Patreon. So, thank you so much for joining us here. As you know, if you're here with us, you are supporting our mission of making opportunities reachable for everyone, allowing us to continue our internship program, which is so near and dear to our hearts, getting to foster young people in learning how to grasp those opportunities, set seats at the table for other people, and raising up women and minority voices, which is so important to us. So thank you so much for being here. I am sitting down once again with Bethany Quinn, author of Boudoir, but Make It Fearless in issue 11, Women Who, which you haven't picked up your copy yet. You should definitely do so because there are only so many of them. Eventually they will run out, so make sure you get one. But Bethany, thank you so much for joining me again to talk about your piece.
Sure thing. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I love your piece. I love the accompanying photos with it. I think it really paints this fantastic picture of the women that have come to you and bared their souls and allowed their stories to be told. It's so awesome. And we talked in the first episode about how you feature women through your Fearless series that are 40 and older, and you talk in your piece about how it's very important to you as a woman in her 40s to highlight these women, let them share their stories, and show that life does not stop after 39. You continue to be powerful and sexy and fearless, even though Hollywood may not agree. So
Right.
I would love to hear a little bit more about, why it's so valuable for you to feature these women, to do this series, and what it means for them to get to be a part of it as well.
Yeah. Women over 40. So when I first my first round of Fearless, because I've done this before, like I mentioned in the first half of this episode. Um, I when I first started doing this, I was like in my late 30s. And it was like the older I get, I want to see more women paving the way for me. And it's not just for me, it's for every woman like that comes like after me
Yeah.
too. Because like you said in Hollywood, like where are all the women over 40? Like whatever happened to Angelica Houston? Where did she go? Where
Love her. She's just like
I
somebody's mom
yeah.
now, like boo.
Yeah, like you don't get to hog her. That's not fair. Like
Yeah.
I want to see more of her. I want to see what she looks like at 50, 60, 70. Because when I get that age, I don't want to have that shame that I see so many women. It seems like women that are in their 20s and 30s and 40s now, like 45 and under, seem to be like, "Yep, this is me," and just deal with it. But the wit and like no, absolutely no shade to anyone that's like 45 plus, but it's like they grew up in a society, not like they did grow up in a society where billionaires are cashing in on their insecurities.
Yes.
Like the makeup industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and Botox, um what like the like plastic surgery, and it's just like I hate my mother. I base this off of her, like, can you tell? And my grandmother, and it's just like that piece of like I remember being really little and watching my grandma like get ready for like we I don't know, we were going to like Ponderosa when it was open, like showing
Okay,
my age,
Ponderosa.
whatever. And she's like, "Oh, I hate that." Like she was like picking her body apart. She's
Oh,
like, "I hate this. I hate my neck. I hate my arms. I hate this." And it's just like those like if you didn't have your arms, grandma, like you couldn't hug me, you couldn't make me pumpkin cookies, you couldn't like have some of the things that you have, that you've given to me.
hmm,
And like, you're so much more than what you're insecure about.
right.
And so, I see that carried on with my mom too. And it's like, oh, well, I just got, and, Botox is your thing. That's fine. Like, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Do what you want to
you don't need like mom, you don't need the retinol stuff, you don't need the Botox. It's just like show me that it's okay to age,
do. Yeah.
because it is. And like I have like my hair is gray, and I'm very like a walking a walking trigger for some of the women in my family, because they're like, "Oh my gosh, is she gonna color her hair? Oh god, is she gonna do this or that? Like
Nope.
she needs some Botox or whatever." And I'm just like, "No, Like, I'm trying to show, you know, my younger cousins, my, like, their children, my stepsisters, my their kids, like, this is like what a woman looks like. Like, this is what they're supposed to look like, and there's no shame in not playing the game that society has told us that we've had to play for so long.
Right.
And I just like don't want to buy into it anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll like throw on some mascara and some eyeliner and whatever, but it has to
Yeah.
be like
On my terms.
on my terms, not because I'm like, oh, I should probably like what it like make myself look better because someone else is coming over, or you know, whatever the case may be.
Right.
I just don't want to be, I feel like very uncomfortable in makeup too. And that's like a part of these sessions is like you can choose to add on hair and makeup if you want to, but it's more from a perspective of like it feeling good.
Yes.
Not like you have to wear hair and makeup in order to do these sessions.
Yeah.
It's like, no, because, you know, if there's something you want me to take out, I'm more than happy to do that with Photoshop. It's not anything that I don't like to encourage that, but I want them to feel safe and comfortable in their own skin as they are and as they come in. And it's just different for everyone. And it's interesting because you do have the people every once in a while where they're like, I don't need it. I'm fine. Whatever. And then the people that are like, who is your hair and makeup artist? Who, like, what are they about? It's just like, okay, sure. You want hair and makeup. All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
So it's more of like, yeah, just having, also like treating these women that are 40 plus to an experience where they're feeling seen and heard. Because even though we're doing, like, sometimes we'll do hair and makeup if they want to add that on, it's like a salon atmosphere where it's like, okay, let me see your clothes that you brought. I'm going to go check these out. Like, my hair and makeup artist will chat them up. When I'm done with doing what I'm doing and I'm waiting for them to complete hair and makeup, I just hang out with them and I get to know them a little bit more. And that kind of breaks down the barrier of like, okay, she's not this big scary photographer that wants to photograph me naked. You know?
Yeah, we're chill.
Yeah.
It can be intimidating, I'm sure. I mean,
yeah.
you're bearing parts of yourself that you're not used to showing to people, let alone having photographed. So
Yeah.
But I do think it's so valuable. You know, you mentioned talking about the way that your grandma talked about herself and, you know, the things that your mom does. And I think it's so important for us to acknowledge, like, you can do what you want to do to feel good about yourself, but it should be to feel good about yourself, not to continue to bow to these standards. And we have an opportunity to break these cycles and show our kids, like, these aren't things that you have to do. They're things that you can do. You know, like you don't have to wear makeup just because it's some expectation in the office or because, you know, men cringe if they see your face without makeup. Like, that should not, it should be because it makes you feel fun and sexy and exciting. Like, it's supposed to be a good time. So I feel it's so valuable to continue to break these cycles down so that we don't have these expectations of ourselves.
Yeah. And it's more, it should feel more like a choice aside from an obligation.
Right.
And one of my highest values is like freedom and comfort. If I'm not comfortable doing something, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like the good, like, you know, I'm good with like the good discomfort, but like if I have to wear heels because somebody said I had to, well, no. And you're taking my other value away, which is freedom.
Right.
So
Yeah.
no. Those
And
are
we were
double
talking. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I just said those are double no's. That's it.
Yeah, double no.